Well, hello everybody, welcome back to episode 61 of my Let's Play of the game known as SpellForce 3 Fallen Gods expansion. Standalone, by the way, but I'm actually playing this through SpellForce 3 Reforged client on IVATOPia. And we've passed this map, but there's bits down here we haven't uncovered, and we've decided to look around with the bird, and I'm so glad we did. We've noticed, if you haven't watched last episode, C3PO R2D2. Literally sitting there. We looked, again, you can't see it as well without being over it, but absolutely amazing waterfall. If you go over it with the shadow wall, you know, like the white thing, it looks absolutely beautiful. Not as good with the shadows on. We found this beautiful chest with the gold and a little goblin. It was, I think it was up here somewhere. More goblins, like the little slaver thing they're doing. We found some more units here and some enemies to fight we're going to do in a minute. But yeah, let's make a bird quickly. Where is me of a birdie? Okay, you're that bird. I've got two of them. I'm going to put them separate. If I do this, let's just see him moving right. There he is. I'm just going to put him over that waterfall. So you get a little glance at it when he gets there. Put him back there. It just looks beautiful. Oh, and we also noticed, you know, how its reflection was awesome, and especially in the area that they were.
What is near going?
Like the little mini, like little fish sharks, I think like mini sharks moving around. Again, none of this is needed for an RTS, even Dash RPG. It's beautiful and it's awesome, and I'm glad they put it in there. And I just hit the table, so I'm gonna write it down really quickly. Like I said, it's not needed, but I appreciate it so much. The detail is amazing, and I said take Warhammer 3 off the table. Best looking RTS game out there, 100% to me. Warhammer 2 gets a run for its money, but I think this do beats it. But the enhancements added to Warhammer 3 over 2 makes 3 the best looking one. And that's not... It still gets run for money when you look at stuff like Ashes and stuff, and Sins of Soul Empire 2 especially. But I feel, as I said last episode, vehicle base, so spaceship base, vehicle base, you know, tank base, them sort of stuff, generally are just shiny and done better than... Like, they're a 10, and then the rest of the graphics for like humans, creatures are generally like 8. We've not cut up to the same standard as them, and they always seem to be ahead. And I use like PlayStation 1, Gran Turismo 2 was probably one of the best looking games on that console. When PS2 came out, Gran Turismo 3 was probably one of the best looking games. Basically, vehicle based stuff. Like I feel Star Citizen spaceships are beautiful, amazing. The CPUs, the player characters, the non-player characters are amazing too. But if you had to scale them as the best in the game, their spaceships is 10. Their non-player characters, player characters are probably an 8. But as an RTS, so not comparing it to Star Citizen, not comparing it to an RPG, and not comparing it to you know some of the best looking games out there as RTS genre, I think it's one of the best looking ones out there. These little Easter eggs and little details are awesome. I still remember SpellForce 1, the elves. They apparently gather less berries than humans. And they have a little animation as they're gathering it. I can't remember the exact way it works, but it's something along the lines like, you know, like a human would pick a berry, put it in his basket, pick a berry, pick a berry, pick a berry. That's a human animation. The elves, who gather less, pick a berry, pop one in the mouth. Pick a berry, pop one in the mouth. And that's why they're gathering less. It's not because they're slower, it's because they keep eating the damn things. But just like little details like that. You didn't need to animate that, just say they gather less. And then put whatever the number behind the scenes is what makes them gather less. But they've actually had the animation showing why they do gather less. Like, it's just awesome. Like it says, one of the most underrated series out there. You know, games, SpellForce series. And even SpellForce 1, 2 and 3, like different generations of it. And even the SpellForce Conquest. And even the mobile version SpellForce game. They're all different enough for certain people to appeal more to than others, but at the same time they still have the core of SpellForce. So they're all good or better in certain aspects than each other. So that's why some people love 1 over 2. Some people love 2 more, some people love 3 more. Some people hate 3 compared to some of the others. They've not really sat there and gone, well, we're going to do StarCraft. And then we're going to do StarCraft 2, which is a pretty version. Was basically, with the QX units, basically StarCraft 1. Or Age of Empires, Age of Empires 1 and 2 is a lot better than 1, but it's basically an add-on to 1. If you want that from SpellForce, you probably SpellForce 1 as first 2 expansions, and then SpellForce 2 basically is a different direction but still cool, and then the expansions, and then SpellForce 3 different direction but still cool, different direction. The other games that have done that has been Dawn of War, but with Dawn of War, unfortunately, Dawn of War amazing. Dawn of War 2 went. Dawn of War 1 was more, Warhammer 40k. Dawn of War 1 was more big RTS, basically, and I like the asymmetry of it. Like, I can't remember the numbers or stuff, but you have, like, say these birds were in it, for example. You could only make, say these were weak, you could make 10 of these out of your population, but then the Titan over here, you could only make 1 to be dies to replace him with. These heroes here, they could probably be 1s each. Some other unit, like say him, maybe you could only make 4 of these. They were, instead of being like this 20 or this 76 right now, they had a cut off like that. But you could basically make a lot of units depending on the race. If you wanted loads of units, you made like the Orcs. They had more units of Space Marines who were tougher units, but there's less of them, etc. Eldar were kind of more in the middle, but they were more fragile. But it was really cool. Then they did number 2, where they went more micro, where they focused more on heroes, they had less units, a lot more running around and taking spots, a lot more abilities, especially if you played Eldar like I did, a lot more abilities. And then they went with 3, where they kind of tried to take both directions, but they did it in such a way that it just didn't work. And also, where they supported Dawn of War 1 for years and supported 2 for years, 3 just dropped it straight away, what I don't agree with. And I feel that's wrong. I feel they supported it. They could have turned that game around, and it might have been the best out of the 3 Dawn of Wars if they worked more on it and turned it around. But just by dropping it, it was dead on arrival. Like, I remember going to the site, because I didn't pre-order the game, and I wanted to pre-order it. But I couldn't afford to at the time, for whatever reason. I can't feel when it came out I was moving to America, or I just moved here. I can't remember what reason, but there was a reason that I couldn't pre-order it. And I want to make sure, went to the site, they had it officially, that the pre-order bonuses were not exclusive for pre-order, they will be sold at a later date. They stated that. So I was okay, I can hold off. And then it came out, and then within like a month, that part was removed from the site. And they have never allowed that pre-order bonus thing to be bought separate. I was like, wow, that's bull. He basically blatantly lied and never did it. Obviously, I think their intention was to do it, because they planned to probably add an expansion to it later date, add a second expansion, support it for 3-4 years, 3 expansions, and make these purchasable. But because people disliked it so much, instead of like, you know what, we're going to knuckle down, No Man's Sky, for example, knuckle down, turn this thing around, now people love that game. I have like a love-hate relationship with No Man's Sky. And I'll say why. If you watch the channel, you would know why. Basically, most people had all this hype for No Man's Sky when it came out. I didn't go into that, or I didn't listen to it, I didn't watch it. I went in it blind. Pre-ordered the game, got I think it's a collector's edition because it came with the little spaceship. And I went blind, and it was an amazing game, I loved it. Didn't know what all the hate was for at the time, because I didn't look into that. To me, I treat it as just a game. But again, if you look back and you look at the hype, and he said this, and this, and didn't have it, then I can understand why people are upset with it. I didn't go in it with that pre-notion it was going to be in the game or not in the game. And basically, I judged what it was, and it was great. But then the thing I didn't like, as they were improving it and turning it around for everyone else who weren't playing it, they were kind of destroying it for people who were. Because if you watch my channel, you know I like survival games, but at the same time, I want to be more the action side of it. I want to gather a little bit here, build a bit here and there. I don't want to spend days doing that and then nothing else. And I felt with No Man's Sky I was doing that to a certain extent. But I got through it, and I built my base, and I got to a certain point, and I was like, now I can explore. And then they did an update, hey, the game's better for everyone. But it set me back. And what I mean by that is it's the equivalent of like, say like you do this, you step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now at 5 I can explore because I've done these 5 to me more boring steps. Well, the new update came out and set me back to 3. So even though I had these resources, well, the resources changed now I need for it. Or no, now all your doors are locked on you with all your resources inside because we decided they're going to have need electric now. You didn't need that before, so now everything's blocked. So now to get in there, I need to go back and gather these resources to build this power thing so I can open my bloody doors. Or, I know, we're going to redo all the planets and we're going to basically completely hide your planet where you were from. So now I've got to spend multiple episodes looking for the planet my base originally was on, found it, dug all the way down just to find that my base is like here and the game won't let you dig past here and I'm here. Stuff like that. So now I've got to build my base again. So that's all that resources I've got to gather. Basically the most boring part of the game. I had to do it to the point I was like, I'm just sick and tired of this. Every time I get to 5, they set me back to 3. Then I get to 6 with the new stuff. Then they set me back to 4. Then I get to 7 or 8. Then they set me back to 2, and I just got sick of it. Obviously now I think they're in a better state and they won't do that all the time. At least I hope they don't. Hence my love-hate relationship with them. Like if I started playing it now, I'd probably, oh my god, this blow me away, it's amazing, yada yada yada. But of course, that wasn't my experience with it. So I went from loving the game to, I'm getting sick and tired of this. Plus it was hard to record because I found when action really started, it looked beautiful. Look like this on screen now. How smooth this is, and I hope it's smooth to you. But when the action started and I went to look at the recording afterwards, it would be like, I don't know if I can even represent it on here, but like there. You know how I'm doing that now with the keyboard to make it move like that? That's how it would be moving. For your recording, for you to watch at home. I'm like, no, it wasn't like that when I was playing. It was smooth as butter. So you weren't getting the gameplay I was producing. So that was also the struggle with recording it on top of them setting me back constantly and making me do the most boring parts of the game, or at least the parts I find boring. Some people like, I just want to chop G's down and it's relaxing and I'll enjoy it forever. That's fine. I just don't find that enjoyable. So I want to chop the tree down and move on. You know? I just don't find that enjoyable and stuff, especially in a survival game. Okay, so we need to come here. So I guess we should fight this. Are they dwarves too? I don't know any better. I feel that's the model of the, is it Igmra? The dwarf hero from SpellForce 3. It might not be. I might just be remembering wrong. Dash, you know, the subtle mage. I could be wrong. Or are they trying to do something like a Lord of the Rings thing here? You know, with the bow legless. I remember the dwarf in it. I remember there was a big a human in it. It's supposed to be like Lord of the Rings. Since they had bloody Star Wars over there. This map seems very Easter egg filled, if I do say so myself. And it's a side map, side mission, so frequently some players who like to play, I do the main quest and I don't touch side quests. May not even get on this map, might find this stuff. But yeah, like No Man's Sky, to me is a good game overall, but it's why it's on the channel now. Maybe one day I'll go back to it. Well, I just did like the constant resetting and have to do redoing the boring parts constantly, stuff with it. To me, you're a fully released game. You should not be resetting me. I'm fine with Soul System resetting me because they're not fully released. If you're in early access on Steam, I'm more fine with you resetting me again because you're not fully released. But if you're fully released, you shouldn't be resetting my progress and make me redo the most boring parts of the game constantly. Like SpellForce 3. If they suddenly tomorrow patch this for some reason and it wiped all the saves and reset us, I'd be angry with them and annoyed because you're a fully released game, you should be doing that. So it's not just because it's No Man's Sky, it's just in general. Oh, you're mine. I was like, oh, it's one of them. They got one. It's mine. Okay, I don't want you following him. Come back. No, come back. You're gonna keep going. Look up here.
What now? More trouble?
Yeah, we cover this area.
That way.
That's cool. I apologize if I talked a lot with this one. I just, like I said, I just kind of got, I wouldn't say it's a rant, but into explaining things a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode or enjoyed, I guess, my opinions on the stuff. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. When I clicked before, it opened, it disappeared. I was like, I should have looked at it before I clicked it, but you don't see it until you do it, do you? So yeah, we're going to have to zoom in when we click that in a minute. And bet there's lots of treasure. Just sitting there again. You know, it's not needed for the game to do that, but the fact they do is awesome. And then we have one more experiment we want to do, is if we can come back to this map and get more of it for this. For the one-time thing. And hopefully I'll do one more episode today. That's why I don't mind doing this for an episode 2, because I don't really want to get another full-blown map. Unless I got, you know, I plan to do 4 or 5 episodes back to back. Okay, I'll bring them here. I think it's the last thing of this map to do, isn't it? I think we've looked at every little nook and cranny now. What was that other thing? They had another little... oh, I was hoping there's other people standing there or something. I thought there was at some point. It was them. Are they just regular people? Well, the fact that they look like each other's apples we've referenced another film that I'm not aware of. Because I feel that, you know, obviously 100% Star Wars. Possibly Lord of the Rings down here. It'd be nice if you click up to give you a bit more reference to them. Okay, where are we? Oh. Got them highlighted, so why can't I click over here? Okay. Okay, which way is it going to open? Because I kind of want to just see this properly. I have a feeling we need to turn the map around. That's going to be worse. That might work.
This looks interesting.
Oh, wrong way. There, you can just see it. Oh, it's only when I take it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's when I take it. This is what I'm talking about. Do you need these jewels in there when you open this? Do you need all this gold sitting in there and whatever this stuff is, and rubies and stuff shining? No, it could just open. But the fact they've done that is awesome. Look at this hex thing. Okay, so I'm gonna go boom, and then it disappears, and then shuts. Or doesn't shut in this case, just stays open. But still, the fact the gold's gone. They could have just had it like this now, and then when you accepted it, just shut it. But the fact they've done it, I really appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, I think we are done. So, look, the piggies and the animals, like it's not needed, but it's loved, and I'm glad they done it. Where? Am I still going? Okay, no, we're not. That's perfect. That's Ryan's going downwards. Okay, look at the map the back way. That way? Up, right, down, right. There we go. Okay. So my experiment, I don't think it's going to work. But I'm hoping we can leave the map, add this stuff to the thing, and then come back and add more to it. I don't think it's going to let me. But let's see. Here's our little experimentation. Okay, so that offering should have all added to this. They've taken this as well, it's good. So we'll save here. IVATOPIA, save Troll 33. And we'll go back to that map quick. I guess I could take a picture to make sure it changes. It's got attributes there anyway, but go back to the map. And I'm expecting the gold area to be greyed out, we'll be able to access anything and add more resources. If I can, then we're going to fill that up and get all these resources done, but I don't think it's going to allow me. We start here, so would that be where we were? Be perfect place for a trial. Yeah, that was the one, wasn't it? So I'm expecting all my stuff I built will be greyed out now, and we can't access it and get more resources from it. It'd be cool if I could keep gathering. Yeah, it was there, wasn't it? Yeah. So it was a one-time thing. Because look, there's resources there, so if it was still here, I could just add them back to it. Keep your resources.
No, I'm ready. No, I'll go look.
By any chance add to this? So I can take it back with me? No. Yeah, it was right here, wasn't it?
Time to move.
So that answers that question. Is he still here, my big dude? Oh no, he died! So it gives you units too. Aww. Okay, at least we know. At least we know. So what we should do though, is go back to temple. Unlock another area or two and get some more research done. And then do the other side mission, or at least take a peeky at it, because as I said, I've got one more episode I want to do. I've got 2 minutes of this episode, give or take. So
My robe is ready.
we have somebody to talk to here for something. Could do that in a minute.
Grimlore is ready.
Oh, it's probably to do the dung. So we want to get through this. This is the big one, 40-40. Guess I should do that one. Can't get to that one. There's a thing here for this one. Maybe we should do that. Less than that one. Do this 20 and do this one 60. And then we can see what this is. And we get 2 things. That's one called here. Because then what else do we need to do then? We have the other big one down here to do at some point. Do we have the one upstairs to do? Is it? Yeah, I think there's only about 2 or 4 left then, isn't there? 1. I think it's 2. 2. Because if I do these 2 now, I think are they the last 2 then for me to do. I think it is. Or not. No. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think it's 4. 4 to do. Okay, these are a little less.
My robe is listening.
Did they do that one? Oh, this is a 30. Okay, I thought it was going to be a 41. This. Cleansing. Oh, okay, this is for the scrappers, so technically there might be better weapons on. Okay. Guys, you doing this one? Here they come. We're bringing resources, bud. And if that is my 30, if they've got, then that's all else we can do today. So yeah, so that would leave. Was it 4 we said left? Because then this section's done. We have this one to do. Two, three, and there was the one up there, wasn't that? So we have 4 of them to do. 4 to do. Okay, so grab this first. Oh nice, 2 of them. And we'll do our little move on this in next episode, which is 26 minutes. So like, subscribe, and good stuff, and have a top of yours, and thanks for watching. Have a great one day, everyone. Bye!